Okay, I'm just out on a walk, exploring by myself. Don't have GPS because I don't have signal. This is just outside where my brother lives, where Seth is. Found these little e-bike parking areas here. They have plugs. Looks like there's a QR code you can scan to activate it to charge your e-bike while you're sitting here or while you're working. And it's parked. They have these little, looks like fire extinguisher things. Maybe it's some kind of pressurized gas, sand, I don't know, water. But they have those all throughout here. So that's interesting. Anyway, random shops here. See if I see anything interesting. Climate is great right now. A little bit warmer than yesterday. It's probably like 80 or so. I think these yellow bikes right there are ones you can scan a QR code and rent. Everything is scan a QR code. Super fascinating how cashless the society is. So I was talking to Seth and Kate about how it's amazing how advanced the society is with the cashless stuff. Everything's paid for with an app. People hardly carry money. See if I can find one of these, but they have these charging bank things all over the place that for like 40 cents you can rent a charging bank and then put it back in any of the branded charging banks all over the place, the little charging stations, and charge your phone so that you're never without a charge and you don't even need electricity at home. You can still use one of those. Super interesting. And so if this place ever went out of, if the internet ever went down or the cell phone networks, like, you'd be screwed. You couldn't, so many things require an app and a phone and a QR code scan. Literally to park, you put in your license plate number, scan a QR code. Everything has license plate readers here, super popular. And anyway, you have to scan to park, to pay tolls on the roads, the highways. Everything needs an internet connection, you know? And to pay for anything, to ride the subway, you know, pretty much to get around, do anything, you need internet. So it's a plus, but it's also an Achilles heel or a point of failure. So it's kind of interesting to see that, which I don't know, maybe we're the same way in the US to some extent. So that's what I'm saying, most people don't use cash. I'm just going to sit down for a second. Some people don't use cash. Most people don't use cash, but the ones that do are in like remote areas where they don't have internet and it hasn't quite gotten there yet. So that's kind of interesting. He says the people who come from the little rural areas, it's increasingly, they have to adapt and learn, or they won't be able to function in more modern Chinese society. So that was another interesting thing to think about. Everyone's affected by this massive change in the way of life here in China with technology. So, and of course, I think the government really likes it because, it makes them more modern, but also, there's, everything's recorded. So you can see, I don't know how it would affect your investigations with crime and criminals and things like that. So, very interesting to think about all the kind of ripple effects of the cashless society here in China. So I might keep walking around and record anything that looks interesting. Stand by. Okay, there's a bigger intersection coming up. I wanted to talk while I'm walking here, showing you guys the sights and sounds about the driving here. The way pretty much everyone drives however the freak they want. Turn signals, not really used. You get ahead, you change lanes, you drive in the middle of the lanes, it doesn't matter. I'll show you when I get up here. But look at these beautiful trees. But there is basically no traffic enforcement. All traffic enforcement is done through automated camera systems, where they record your speed and record your license plate. Their license plate reading is next level, very good. And you just get a ticket if you're going too fast at the point where these things are installed. And so you'll see cops occasionally out on the road, but they don't have any authority or even care about people driving the correct way, or anything like that. We passed several cops yesterday driving around, and people are driving normal here, and they don't care. They don't stop anyone. They don't do anything about that. It's just not a priority. I think they're there. Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but here's an interesting little area here. But it all works because everyone expects everyone to drive however the crap they want. And there is certain, social standards or whatever you want to say about driving, things you do and don't do. But for the most part, people just drive and also park wherever they want. For the most part, you'll see people doing random things that might get them road raged out in the States, but here it's like, okay, well, here's a cool little green space area. See these shops over here. See, for example, this guy randomly riding this scooter thing on the sidewalk. Oh, here's another one. And then there's other people riding in the street, and they can ride wherever they want, and everyone expects them. So, all right, here's another one. So, a lot of times the e-bikes they have their own lane sometimes. A lot of times they don't. If they don't have their own lane, then these electric, we say e-bike, but it's really, when I think e-bike, I think of bicycle. But here they use that term as any of these electric scooters and stuff. So, but if there's not an e-bike lane, they make one by riding in the road. Sometimes they're off to the side, sometimes they're in the middle of a lane, sometimes they're over here, and sometimes if it's really trafficy, then they'll just ride on the sidewalk, and that's totally fine too. No one cares. There's a little place selling clothes and a restaurant over there. So look at this e-bike with a little area for the child to sit in, infant car seat, whatever. You routinely see families of 4 or more, and all sorts of stuff loaded up. Oh, looks like I think you have to pay to get in here. I don't know. It looks like it's seen better days, this little area. Doesn't look maintained. Another thing you'll see is the older generation that's retirement age, they get pensions from the government if they meet certain requirements, and they just have them go out and sweep the sidewalks, clean things up, things like that. They have a certain number of hours they have to fulfill per day or week, and then the government gives them enough to continue living on. And for them, they view it as like gardening. It's zen. It's something they're doing for their community. It's something they I don't know if they enjoy doing it, but I don't think they mind so much, from what I've been told. I could be wrong because I've never talked to them. I'm going off of what other people who've talked about them have said or to them. So anyway, it's just another, if you look here, there's a McDonald's. This whole area right here is kind of an enclosed area. To get in, you have to pay. You have to pay for a lot of areas. And if you have a transponder in your car, that helps. It's called the ETC. In a lot of areas. Other areas, you just link your electronic payment to their system, and every time you go through, it charges you, the 20 cents or 50 cents or however much it is. So I'm gonna turn around and go over to this side. Dude, for foreigners like me crossing the street, you can see, just take a minute to look at how everyone goes every which direction. A lot of these electronic scooters all over the place. People just turn in front of people, they'll wait. Watch this guy, I don't know what he's doing. Let's see what happens, okay. Notice, no turn signal. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and cross here and see if there's anything more interesting. Okay, across the street, here is a street cleaner going by. Of course, it's electric. Everything that can be electrified is electrified. One thing you'll notice, or that I've noticed, is that people working, there's no music. They don't do a lot of music here. It's not like it is in other places like Latino America. Anytime you see Latinos working, there's music going. And here, they're in their own, it's just quiet and silence when they're working. Rarely do you hear music going in work environments. At the festival for the 100 days for Seth's twins, there was no music the whole time. They were out on the patio for hours just chatting, but there was no music. So that's kind of interesting. Check out these little scooters. Seth said these strollers are super popular, but he thinks they have a high center of gravity and would tip over easier. But they're super cheap and ubiquitous here, and very much used. So here's new Bobo. Some of the things they have. So 7 RMB, 7.3 is $1. So this is like $1.50 for these things, for that thing. This is like $2.20 or something like that for that one. So you can see, you can have a full, I don't know if that includes a drink. Oh, that one might include a drink. I don't know. You can see you can eat for about 20 RMB or less here. So that's always fun. Here's a bread place. Oh man, bakery. I don't have, my cell phone doesn't work here, and I only have an eSIM on my phone, and eSIMs right now, as of like April 25th, they aren't supported by any of the normal ways of getting coverage here. So here in China, here's some more delicious food. Here in China, eSIMs are not used. They use physical SIMs still. I don't know what the policy behind that is for, but anyway, so got all this interesting food stuff. I don't even know what the heck it is, but you can see there's a combo for 20 RMB. Some other combos up there for 7 and 15. So I can't get coverage in here on my phone. It's just not possible. I'd have to bring a crappier, older version of my iPhone, and I could have gotten it then, but I didn't realize that this was a thing. So I'm just kind of screwed. So my point is, I can't buy anything. Literally, everything is with the app payment. I don't know. I guess I could get some money and try to pay, but most people don't pay that way. Most merchants aren't even set up for it anymore. They don't. Maybe they take your money, but they wouldn't be able to give you change. There's some vegetables and stuff. Buy some duck. Duck's super popular here. It's like chicken. Here's a Happy Home Bakery. Oh, looks very good. All the food in there. I tried a pastry the other day that was absolutely delicious. I'll go in here and just walk around. There it is. Generally, their pastries are not as sweet. They don't have as much of a strong sweet tooth as we do. Some random stuff. some good looking sweets here. Oh, that mango cake looks good. Looks like they have some kind of other one too. It's a Pokemon cake. So, man, it smells good in there. I'll go over here. There's a butcher shop, meats, and fish. And it's one way to keep your fish fresh, transport it live. And then you get it back to your home. So that's very common here from what I've seen. I'm gonna go up on this next level and see what's up here. Probably not much, but it looks like a larger grocery store-ish place over there. Okay. How? This is the area above. Oh, looks like there's an area up here too. For some reason there's a guy with a beret standing there. I don't know if that's what's going on, but I think I walked by here earlier. Maybe not. But anyway, people selling clothes, 29 and 39 RMB. So like $4 and $5, stuff like that. There's another place. I don't know what that thing is, but that looks curious. Looks like some kind of fried plum deal or something, or a frozen plum thing. But it smells really good. It smells like dried fruits and stuff. There's your ducks. See, here's some of the prices. This is for an entire duck, it looks like. I would guess. I don't know. It's just a guess. There's a children's bookstore next door. There's a little shop. Fruit stand. And right next door, your competition. Another fruit stand. Or maybe that's a smell. There are two different ones, different signs on them. This is like a dumpling place. I love dumplings. So here's a pork wonton with corn, 20.8 RMB per, I'll bet it's per like 500 grams or something like that, half a pound. All sorts of different dumplings, fresh made. Like they're making the dumplings right now. All handmade, of course. It's a big thing of the filling. I put it in. Get it all ready. So they got the whole system going. Man, I love places like this. I could eat dumplings every day. Oh, love them. So much variety and so tasty. And different sauces too you put on them. Oh, very good. Look at that cute little doggy and the kid. Another like convenience store place. There's another dumpling breakfast place. Man, that's so good. All that stuff. All that bread. Here's another place. I've eaten some of these before, others I have not. They're all super good though. For my mouth loves it. Looks like these are free samples. I would guess. Oh, here's one of the cell phone banks places. You scan the QR code. You take out one of these battery banks. Keep it for a half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever time you choose in the app, and you bring it back to anyone that's this same brand, and you put it back in and it charges and it's ready for the next person, and it stops your fee on it. So if you keep it longer, then then you bought it. If you keep it too much longer, then you just own it. So anyway, this is the entrance to where my brother Seth lives. So I'm gonna go back in there and see what's going down. Way back in the closed gated community-ish. They have this pond here. Some people have balconies. Go right up to the pond. I don't know if they fish in them at all or if it's just the calming of looking at the pond. But I imagine that's desirable to have a little pond view. According to what I've been told, for the past like 40 years or so, housing is an interesting topic here because for the past 40 years, the price of homes, owning a home, has been a good investment. They've gone up in value very well, and things like the stock market have paid stable. There's not a lot of growth in the stock market here. So what people would do, the ultimate way to like store your wealth and grow it, was to buy houses. And you own the house and it increases in value, and then you like have a hedge against inflation, and you're saving for retirement and whatever. So about 20 to 30% of all houses in China were investment properties and not being lived in. No one likes to rent. It's undesirable to rent and seen as not a good investment because your money's not growing. So as soon as you can, you want to rent. And that was until COVID hit. And then all of a sudden, everything kind of changed. And now the price of homes has stopped that growth. And there's a lot of people who ended up holding homes that now they can't rent. They're not earning any income with their growth and interest and equity. So there's like 20 to 30%. Oh, there's something interesting. Looks like they're having some kind of class over here. Nice. Staying healthy, staying fit. A little community here. So going back to the point about the homes, there's like 20 to 30% of homes where people are kind of like, what do we do now? The same thing that worked before isn't working now. And there's a lot of unoccupied homes. And so you can own a home for like $1 million, or you could rent it for like $1,500, $2,000 a month, So you tell me. There's it's a transition going on. People don't know exactly where to put their wealth to hedge against that. I think there's a home over here that's unoccupied. I saw the other day. You can tell because they've got no renters in them. They're just sitting there kind of just doing nothing. Not being maintained a lot of times too. So you also see a lot of this. Most people don't use their garage area for a garage. They park out. They want to use their patio for patio stuff. So they have these electric chargers installed right there. You'll see a lot of those here. As I'm walking, you may notice them. So anyway, just kind of a curious thing. This house over here, someone's doing work on it. I don't know if they're going to transition to more rental is okay. Find some other way of holding onto wealth and having it grow. But that's one of the things that I've been told is happening on a societal level. So that's it. A very beautiful area here, I must say. There's one of these retired people. Ni hao. Everyone's super friendly. These leaves fall like mad every day from all these trees. And they come out every day, pick them up, and take them away. Someone lost a hat. So, they're out here in nature, and sweeping things up and maintaining things. So, oh, here's the house I was thinking of. This house, you can tell, no one's living in it. Someone's parked there, but they park anywhere. You see, there's nothing being maintained about it. It's fallen down. It's kind of decrepit. Others not. So, and my brother pointed out other telltale signs of some of these apartments and stuff. You'll see some of these as well that are unoccupied. So, such a relaxing walk, though. So interesting. And it's even more relaxing when you don't hear all the road noise of all these cars going by, which is mitigated a lot by all the electric vehicles on the road instead of gas-powered ones. There's a lot of incentives there. So, see, in South America, United States, these scooters are big, you know. So, anyway, we're almost to the house. So I will sign off for this walk.